So, welcome back to another episode of the Self-Development Tactics podcast. We're gonna have a look at some Reddit things. And we're gonna see whether today there is something rather useful. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. Don't actually want to say often or not often or whatever, because I do not think that it is the case either way or either side. No, I don't want to create a post. Thank you. Let's go through the Stoicism. Stoicism is always nice. Stoicism. There we go. There we go. If virtue is both necessary and sufficient for living a good life and attained eudaimonia, why do evil people prosper? Sunday huddle. It is Sunday today, the day of the week when I can huddle in my blankets like a mouse in its nest. Restorative time is necessary so that we can face the challenges of life with clear minds. In that spirit, I had a lovely sleep, and now I'm going to do a bit of gardening and allow the joy of green growing things to permeate my being. Later, I will probably do some art and then make a meal for my family. I think it is really necessary. That's a bit small, is it? It is really necessary to point out that yes, definitely, rest is important. Rest ensures that we can indeed have energy to do shit, period. So this whole hustle bullshit is just really bullshit. Period. Scammed by my girlfriend. Well, I got scammed by my girlfriend. I gave her a ridiculous amount of my savings to help her fix her car and pay bills, but it all turned out to be a lie. She has been using me from the beginning. I'm not sure how to respond to this. It was all cash, so I have no proof. I feel like an idiot. She's been ghosting me since. I have stopped giving her money. What would a Stoic do? Just let go and move on. It's actually really interesting. Someone saying the money you sent was tuition on the lesson she taught. The University of Hard Knocks of Ghetto U. What lessons he has to learn? Not to be naive, not to trust people without testing their character first, not to be doormat personality. OP must have internal issues, that's why he attracted such people in his life, so fix them. Don't be dependent on anyone, yada yada yada. For my taste, definitely a bit too direct, a bit too, you can say things in various ways, and various ways are not good ways. You don't know because you don't know how he got to where he is right now. Could be any of those things. Blah, blah, blah. Is there actually anyone with some good advice? Cucumber Sand. This, check this out, or these out. Also, if one has deceived you, then this means the deceiver understood that you can be manipulated and deceived. Develop yourself your intuition and social intelligence for not to be deluded and swindled by anyone in the future. People do bad things out of ignorance of what is good and evil. It is a nature for people to be good and evil. It is against nature to despise evil people and try to avoid them. So ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What is in this situation teaching me? What type of behavior you might have shown implicitly/explicitly that implied to the deceiver that you can be manipulated, that you trust with ease. Well, I don't know. If it was your girlfriend, maybe talking to some people, not necessarily here on Reddit. Not necessarily here on the Stoicism subreddit, but, talking to people and, maybe friends and then seeing what they're saying and, in which way you might have just, had just bad judgment, period. It happens, it can happen, and it is what it is. And let's, for the end of it, placebos and objective reality. Let's see what Seth is saying today. A placebo is a human intervention that changes the story we tell ourselves, and those stories are powerful. They can alleviate pain, make wine taste better, improve our golf swing, and even grow hair. Because the placebo is so powerful, they spend a lot of time and money on it. Entire industries like fashion are built on bringing people something that changes the way they interact with themselves and the world. If you think that copper bracelet is going to relieve your arthritis, it might. But in the last few generations, we have built more and more of our world on a foundation of measured, consistent engineering. There is nothing you can add to your gas tank that will make your car mileage go up. Doesn't matter whether you believe the car is running more efficiently, it either is or isn't, and it isn't. If you're a maker of placebos, then it helps to recognize that what you do is change the story. The more a market is based on mutually agreed upon measurements, the less appealing it is to the maker of a placebo. Placebos are definitely a very interesting thing, and apparently also incredibly difficult in a study setup to handle. But yeah, with that being said, I'm going to see you next time, I at least hope.